It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Here we are with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel Shaquille O'Neal, Ernie Johnson. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And coming right up, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Miami Heat. For Miami, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. And Kenny, we have lots to talk about. One thing coming up on the horizon, the trade deadline. Front offices have had time to evaluate rosters. What are your feelings about blockbuster in-season trades?
Huge deals are rare in the season. You know,
huge
typically
deals.
Huge deals. You know, but typically they come in the offseason because teams have time to nurture and bring them together. But there have been some great trades in mid-season. So you can find new life right after the trade deadline, a la Clyde Drexler of the Houston Rockets, to get us our second championship.
Good point. New players will be slow to acclimate. But, I think at times you risk disrupting chemistry.
Sometimes worth the risk and sometimes not.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like a nut, sometimes I don't.
Kevin Harlan, take it away.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's game time here in Miami as the crowds at the American Airlines Arena look to cheer on the hometown Heat. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. And right now for the Bucks, they'd like to start this road trip off on a positive note.
And speaking of the trade, I spoke to him earlier, and man, was he excited about getting the opportunity at a fresh start. He thinks he'll be able to get them to that next level, and I'm sure that's what their thought process was when they made the deal.
It'll be the Heat off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Bledsoe is out there with Brogdon. Then it's Brook Lopez. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. And as we get this far into the season, Clark, we start to hear trade rumors float around. Did you ever hear your name floated in trade talks?
You know, I didn't pay a lot of attention to news reports or the media. I would only occasionally read the paper, but there was a year, my second year in the league, where my name came up with Philadelphia possibly, but it was short-lived, and I didn't give it a lot of time or attention.
Now here's Dragic, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here's Richardson, lays it up and banks it in. Richardson's got his first points in this one. Miami on defense. 4-point game. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
They needed to make a few runs, but it just never happened for them. And when you can't string things together, it's tough sledding. It's a tough way to go.
I'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jason Kidd.
Well, Kevin, I asked him what the strategy was offensively, and he said, look, we want to avoid having to take so many outside shots. They want to exploit what he described as a mismatch inside. He said, we have the talent down low to make things very difficult on those guys, and we're going to use it. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Heat on D after Eric Bledsoe's score. Out to the right wing. Baseline jumper. Lopez, no luck. Bucks on defense. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And the big problem, they got trigger happy. Shot a very low percentage from beyond the arc.
And you know, Greg, to me that's baffling. I'm not sure why they didn't do some dine-in eating. Go inside and eat instead of all that work in the drive-through behind the arc.
Here's Antetokounmpo after the Heat pick up 2. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, he is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
Dragic kicks to Waiters. Off target from 3-point range.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Lopez, a screen on Dragic. Back to Antetokounmpo. He kicks to Lopez. Bledsoe outside. Shot clock at 6. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Bledsoe's got 5 now.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Yeah, and you know it, Greg. Oftentimes you get that first one to drop and your confidence rises like yeast. It's good to get into a rhythm at the start of the game, no doubt.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's coming off a 16-point game against Golden State. Rebound by Olynyk.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Dragic kicks to Waiters. Brogdon the pass to Bledsoe. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And when I watch Eric Bledsoe, I really feel like he's at his best when he's kind of prodding a defense. So hard to keep away from the rim. When he attacks, it just opens everything else up in his offensive game.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And Greg, as you said, the aggressiveness Bledsoe has going to the rim is a key for him to getting those open shots then on the perimeter.
And the team is at their best when he is in attack mode. I mean, opens up lanes for cuts as you just can't keep him out of the paint. Knows when to drop off a pass after he beats his opponent as well for an easy score.
And he makes both free throws.
Textbook shooting from the stripe. Great form, soft release. Mark it up.
Miami trailing. And Waiters kicks to Ellington. Feeds it to Whiteside. Richardson against Middleton. Another shot. And Olynyk with the lay-in.
Often you find him out on the wing, but Olynyk seizing the opportunity to go inside and dig out that extra possession.
Now here's Bledsoe. He has 7. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Waiters dishes to Ellington. Back to Waiters. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And, you know, certainly, Kevin, the strength of this Milwaukee team, one of the strengths anyway, is the length they have. I mean, have reach at all positions, but especially up front. They just need some time to develop, but a strong base is there.
That free throw, no good. And to help with the development with all the young length the Bucks have, well, they brought in Kevin Garnett to work with the team last season. What a great move. Exactly who you want to be in their head and in that role.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know KG from your time working with the Timberwolves when he was early in his career. And to have him work with Maker and Parker and Giannis, wow. And Giannis actually admired KG growing up, so even a bigger win-win to have him there. A big part of the conversation was having the right mentality to play and succeed in the NBA, and we know KG had the right mentality for a long time.
Well said, Clark, well said. Here is Ellington. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Whiteside, a screen on Brogdon, and Waiters kicks to Whiteside. All alone. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. For Milwaukee, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. The shot by Bledsoe, nobody around. Offline with his 3. The Heat have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Bucks.
And it was a versatile offense they featured. So many teams these days rely heavily on the 3-point shot, but they kept it balanced. The triple was still a big part of what they did, but it wasn't the only thing they did.
And he can't get the first one. And Greg, you hear about the competitive culture that this Miami Heat franchise has.
Yeah, and that doesn't always work for some teams, but it works for the Heat. This group will push each other all the time to be the best they can be. The practices have a feel of game level intensity.
He hits the second from the line. The Bucks trail. Lopez a screen. Bledsoe kicks to Lopez. It's Richardson on the wing. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Heat.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
That's good from Richardson. And as Milwaukee continues to invest in the Bucks and this whole franchise, the upcoming stadium just one part of the equation. The team also starting their first year with an exclusive G League team.
Well, and that team is out in Oshkosh, Kevin, and should act as a really good resource for developing young players for the Bucks. I mean, a lot of teams have followed this trend, and the Bucks, they went from plan to action very quickly with that.
Here's the 3. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Lopez, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Lopez is really dangerous as a shooter if you give him space to catch and then shoot.
Screen by Olynyk. Ellington with it. He's picked up by Lopez, and it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Miami. The Bucks also with the sub. Parker's checked in. Now here's Winslow. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Olynyk can't hit. Here's Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Ellington kicks to Olynyk. Waiters into the lane. Bucks trail by 5. Here's Snell. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Bledsoe for three. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. There's Winslow. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
You know, even though Antetokounmpo is a bigger guy, longer guy, he handles and passes like a point guard. I mean, he's always on the lookout for how he can set up his teammates for good shots.
Miami with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. Kicks it to Waiters. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Boy, like his intensity, Greg. He's not afraid to take it straight to the rack on the bigger defender. Right at it.
The Heat have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Waiters.
And probably the prime memories with the Heat have to be from the Big Three era. I mean, the team has done a great job of transitioning from that era to this current one, but classic example for me of reloading versus rebuilding.
Miami with the ball, following the three by Milwaukee. Johnson, the pass to Winslow. Waiters dishes to Winslow, just 5 on the clock. No good with the layup. And Greg, credit the Miami Heat front office and coaching staff for continuing to keep this team competitive despite losing several Hall of Fame type players in the last couple of years.
And that is never an easy task for a franchise to go through. But the Heat have stayed in the competitive picture with smart signings and trades, and don't discount the impact Eric Spoelstra has had on that roster.
The dish now to Wade. Johnson the screen. Adebayo. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to Teletovic. Out to the right wing. Here's Snell. He's guarded by Waiters. He dishes it to Winslow. And again, Miami with the triple.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Now here is Della Vedova. Not a lot of room. Parker outside. Maker with a screen for Parker. Fires from deep. A rebound by Johnson.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Wade passes to Adebayo. Waiters outside. Oh, and the jam by Waiters.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Here's Wade following the basket by Thon Maker. Wade kicks to Winslow. Passes it to Adebayo. Wade left side, and that one drops.
And boy, are they attacking the paint.
They sure are, looking to get their buckets up close and personal.
And you look at all the accomplishments, all the great moments from Wade's career. No doubt he is going to the Hall as soon as he's eligible. One of the greatest 2 guards to ever play.
One shot.
Wade, no good on the free throw. And it's shocking when you look at the numbers that Wade has had over the years. He never won an MVP award. Certainly, Greg played like an MVP in some of his seasons.
But the rest of the accolades are there for D. Wade. All the trips to the All-Star game, the first team, all defense, the all-NBA teams. But most important to him and his legacy are the 3 NBA titles.
Now, here's Wade. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean dog that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Milwaukee on D. They trail by 9 points.
This has been a rough, turbulent outing for him so far. Fortunately, the rest of his team has bailed him out.
And taken away by Johnson. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And now it's a double-digit lead. And the Heat lead by 11.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And here is Dellavedova. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Screen by Parker. There's a screen for the 3. No good on that one. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. It's the Heat up 11. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And forward James Johnson battled his way back into the league after some stints abroad. He talked about his approach to the game.
I play the game how it's supposed to be played. I play offense, I play defense, I rebound, steals, blocks. You know, I'm pretty much that guy who likes to work hard and don't want anybody to beat him out, you know, except the challenge.
That's exactly the kind of hard-nosed, old-school attitude that coaches just love.
Kevin, and so do his teammates. I mean, a guy like that brings out the best in everybody on that team. They just kind of feed off of his effort and desire.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Hustling on that offensive glass. That's led to a number of second-chance points.
And we know energy and effort go hand in hand, and they won't be denied playing with a bunch of energy, easily coming up with those offensive rebounds, too.
Wade and Winslow out on the wings. Adebayo is out there with Johnson. And it's Dragic in at the point. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Now Maker, after the missed 3 from Goran Dragic. Dishes it to Teletovic. Dellavedova kicks to Teletovic. They set the pick. Pass to Parker. 5 to shoot. Launches it. They get it back. Maker misses.
You know, the defense knew how to play at that time. Liked how they made their presence felt without committing the foul.
Dragic dishes to Johnson. Over Parker. And Parker with the block.
Absurd. bounce ability displayed by Parker. I mean, he uses it so well on defense. It's not just the leaping ability, but the timing as well.
Maker, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Here's Wade, off the pick, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Clark, looking across the NBA landscape, which post players do you see as the most physically dominant in the league right now?
Well, if you talk about physically dominant, there are a number of guys that fall into that category, but I would add this caveat: who's physically dominant and most skilled? That's DeMarcus Cousins. Marc Gasol is similar because of his skill set. Drummond is an animal and a beast because of his rebounding and strength and athleticism. DeAndre Jordan, much the same, but skill and physicality, DeMarcus Cousins gets my vote.
That free throw good from Wade.
And, you know, you take a look at the Bucks in this roster now. A few trades, but they have some really nice homegrown talent. Giannis is a legit superstar they were able to draft late in the lottery, and Parker, another building block that they drafted.
Richardson, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Tony Snell. Both free throws good from Wade. And Clark, think about how this Milwaukee team came about. A lot of role players came in through trades, but the young core is all from the draft.
Yeah, how about that, Kevin? Maker and Brogdon, the most recent additions to this team in the draft. Milwaukee rarely makes big free agent signings, and a number of reasons for that, perhaps the market size. And, you know, credit the front office for doing a really good job of making the most of their draft spots to build this team. That takes some real artwork to do that well.
Here's Middleton after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. And here's Brogdon from the arc. The rebound by Johnson.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Miami's Eric Spoelstra is known for his focus and his devotion to work. How does he stay centered? Yoga. He said, I like it because you have to keep your eyes on your own mat. If you're not focused on the spot in front of you, you'll fall over. And Kevin, that mindfulness translates across the board.
Mindfulness, that's an interesting way to look at things, D.A. Spo is a great communicator. Knows how to certainly get through to his team. Catching up on the changes with Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Adebayo, and Kelly Olynyk subbed in for James Johnson. It's Solomon to Kumbo. Brogdon the pass to Lopez. Count it. Lopez has got 6.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
For 3, Richardson. The Heat rebound. Out to Wade. Lets it go with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Wade's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, I liked the first quarter he had. I mean, and I'm loving the second quarter even more. Playing with a lot of momentum right now.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Here's Dragic. He feeds it to Whiteside. Kicks it to Richardson. Whiteside a screen. Olynyk dishes to Richardson. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Wade passes to Whiteside. 4 on the clock. Dragic with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Bucks trail by 12. And there's the pass to Bledsoe. Back to Antetokounmpo. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Simply can't shake Antetokounmpo. I mean, when he has the ball in a good spot, he's just too hard, too tough for whatever the defense throws at him. Impossible to guard this guy.
Dragic kicks to Wade. There's the feed to Olynyk. Baseline jumper. No good from Dragic. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Brogdon kicks to Lopez. To the paint. Here's on to Tacumbo. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. 8 points for him.
Sometimes, guys, there's no defense for a player like Antetokounmpo. Wily, crafty, and very talented.
Dragic kicks to Richardson. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists now in this one. Bucks trail by 10. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Off the screen, and there are the Bucks with another bucket. Now here's Dragic. His last outing, he had 8 points. He kicks it to Olynyk. Back to Dragic. Feeds to Olynyk. Just 5 on the clock. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Dragic.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for the Heat. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. And what an advantage it is for players in the Bucks to be able to pick the brain of Coach Jason Kidd. Kidd is a player who found success in so many formats, under so many schemes, under many coaches, from winning NBA titles as well as international titles when he played the game.
I don't know how much more I can embellish that, but you're right, Kevin. There's a lot to be learned from old number 5. I mean, Kidd has also shown a knack for imparting his knowledge, which is rich and deep, to his guards. And when you've got a young team like the Bucks are, to have a coach with Kidd's experience and IQ, man, what a blessing for those guys.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Brogdon. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Richardson against Bledsoe. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Dragic dishes to Richardson. Back to Dragic. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Clark, when you were playing, what was your game day routine like?
Well, it was simple. I didn't complicate things, Kevin. I tried to get a good meal, was just beginning to learn how to eat properly and best for my body. And then I would always try to get an hour to 2 hour pregame nap. That goes all the way back to high school. I enjoy just getting off my feet. Sometimes I would fall asleep completely. Other times I would just kind of drift into a light sleep. But just having that routine of resting before games was part of how I got ready to try to serve the other guys up.
The first one falls.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Both free throws good from Dragic.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Now here's Brogdon. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
And at 6'11" with the wingspan of a condor, I mean, Antetokounmpo has unreal passing instinct. He sees the floor exceptionally well for a guy of his size.
Now here's Brogdon. Ellington defending. Middleton outside. Shot from 12. Misses off the right iron. Miami leading by 6. Ellington the pass to Whiteside. Ellington kicks to Dragic. Back to Ellington. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
Milwaukee has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Lopez against Whiteside. Goes up at the stripe. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall. For Miami, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Olynyk can't hit.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Winslow's checked in for Miami. Waiters comes in for Goran Dragic. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Akers checked in for Lopez. Parker comes in for Chris Middleton. Tony Snell's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Eric Bledsoe.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Ellington dishes to Waiters. And here's Olynyk from the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
Yeah, and for them, that was a bit embarrassing. So expect them to come back with a point to prove tonight.
Dellavedova with the ball, and it's Waiters picking him up. He had a nice open look right there. Now it's just a 3-point Miami lead.
Man, it's so good to see how Dellavedova plays to his strengths, guys. I mean, specifically how he finds the open man. Nice.
Now here's Maker. Tight defense on him. They set the pick. Dellavedova, the pass to Maker. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Ellington kicks to Winslow. Now the dish to Maker. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Maker's got the game tied up here for the Bucks. 1:43 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Olynyk. Over Maker. And that time, also a missed shot.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
Now here's Maker. He's got 9. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. That 3 off the mark. Miami's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Count it. Olynyk's got his second basket.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Back to Antetokounmpo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Clark, what is amazing about how Giannis plays is how much ground he can cover. It's like he shrinks the floor with how long and tall he is and his stride when going end to end or just attacking the basket.
Agreed. And how about this? I mean, he's Euro stepping at 7 feet tall. I mean, that's like a dance move, and this guy's doing it with ease. His size and movement and grace. Looks like at times he's on another planet playing against the best players in the world. The Greek Freak has set a standard on what it means to have elite athleticism in the NBA that very few can match.
And you watch Antetokounmpo play out there, and he looks like a supersized point guard with how he moves and gallops and initiates the offense. The term is point forward, but the bottom line, Clark, is that Giannis is the orchestrator when he's on the floor.
You're exactly right, Kevin. The assist numbers grow every year for Giannis. He causes a ton of mismatch problems, and how you guard him on the perimeter is always a quandary for the opposing team.
Waiters outside. He dishes it to Winslow. Passes it to Adebayo. Johnson outside. He gets that one.
I'm always appreciative of the aggressive mindset. Get it down in the paint and go to work with confidence.
Dellavedova dishes to Parker. 15 seconds left in the second quarter. Misses for the 5th time this game. Marking at 1 for 6. Now here's Waiters. Johnson kicks to Ellington. And the 3 off target. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought first half. How do you assess the game so far?
We're going to need everybody. And the one thing we got to do is we can't settle. We got to keep attacking and get the ball in the paint.
Use that length to your advantage. Thanks, Jason. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It was all about Miami as the game got going. During one stretch, they were leading by as many as 11, really playing as a unit. After a well-executed first quarter, they held the lead by 11. The second quarter did not go as well for them as they saw their lead vanish and find themselves in a tie ball game. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
Aggressive. I called them up earlier. I like it. They're taking it hard to the rack, dictating the pace, setting the physical tone. You're not going to get that by launching threes all night. Everybody knows that.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Milwaukee?
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We'll see you later.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Antetokounmpo in this game has been everywhere.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
Yeah, a real game changer in that regard, too. I mean, his activity was great. Excelled at finding ways to come up with those steals.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Ellington's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. We've got Chris Middleton, Malcolm Brogdon out there at Bledsoe. Then it's Brook Lopez, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 4. Here's Dragic after the basket by Milwaukee. Dishes to Whiteside. There's a screen. Pass to Waiters. Back to Whiteside. Shot clock at 5. And the jam by Whiteside.
And Hassan Whiteside in this deep. Forget about it, Kevin. I mean, he's great at getting inside and finishing with force.
The Bucks shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. The pass to Brogdon. Lopez a screen. Brogdon the pass to Lopez. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Right now, let's have a moment to check out the NBA's best three-point shooters. Second is Jabari Parker. The 4th spot held by Kelly Olynyk.
Either of these 2 guys force defenders to come out well past that three-point line, and that really opens the floor up for their entire offense.
Now, here's Dragic. Screen by Olynyk. Dragic dishes to Whiteside. Back to Dragic. Screen by Olynyk. And Dragic gets it to go on the assist by Whiteside. And it's 6 points for Goran Dragic.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now Dragic after Chris Middleton missed from long range. Waiters outside. In the corner, it's Richardson. Good on the triple. Richardson's got 17 now.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Bledsoe against Dragic. For 3, Middleton. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
You know, even when the defense is good and really active and aggressive on Middleton, it doesn't faze him. He's a real pro, and he's good at knocking down jump shots.
Now here's Dragic. 6 points for him.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
So it's the Bucks now. The Heat getting the bucket. Antetokounmpo up top. Shoots over Olynyk, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. 18 points for him.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
They set the screen, and Waiters kicks to Whiteside. Screen by Olynyk. Whiteside, the pass to Olynyk. Stolen by Brogdon. Now the Bucks moving it up. Bledsoe's running, and he gets it to go. Bledsoe's got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Dragic dishes to Whiteside. Back to Dragic. In the corner, it's Richardson. No good from outside.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Brogdon the pass to Bledsoe. That doesn't go either for Bledsoe. For Miami, they've gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Dion Waiters. The Bucks also with the sub. Jeletovic is checked in. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Wade kicks to Whiteside. No good that time. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Pass to Brogdon for the lead. Miami grabs the miss. Olynyk's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Heat missing. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Brogdon with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Lopez, a screen on Dragic. Here's Brogdon. Dragic with some nice D.
And I think all the credit goes to the defense there, Kevin. Exceptional job getting the shooter to rush that layup.
Now the Bucks moving it up. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, Malcolm Brogdon was the 36th overall pick in 2016 out of Virginia. A little older than most rookies over the last decade and when they come into the league, but I tell you what, the Bucks got a real winner here. He's going to be a long-time, valuable player.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And for Brogdon, his age most likely a factor why he fell to the second round. Still, Clark, you know, the Bucks loved what he was about when they first met him coming out of the University of Virginia.
Yeah, hard not to love what he's about. Intelligent, focused, purposed, driven, skilled. I mean, his age may have worked against him in terms of where he was drafted, but it got him into a great spot for his long NBA career because he's going to have one.
Now here's Whiteside. He's got 8. Kicks it out to Richardson. Stolen by Bledsoe. And it's the Bucks on the break. Bledsoe's running, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Dwayne Wade. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
That free throw good from Brogdon. Clark, when you played, did you have any superstitions or a game day ritual that you would follow?
Superstitions are a waste of time in my book, Kevin. I had none, not any. I liked my pregame nap. I'd get a good pregame meal, and then it was about focusing on my assignment for that particular game and night or day. Superstitions, I know a lot of guys have them. They weren't part of my toolkit.
Malcolm Brogdon, a second-round pick out of the University of Virginia. What a find, Greg, he has been, and you love that he can fill in at either guard spot.
And you get the feeling Brogdon was overlooked for being a four-year player in college. Has the passing and vision of a point guard, scores well enough from inside and out to play off the ball as well.
Here is Bledsoe. After the made shot from Dwayne Wade, he used that pick to get in close. Bledsoe's got the lead up to 4 now for Milwaukee.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Wade kicks to Johnson, and stolen by Teletovic. Here's Middleton, solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Middleton's got 7 now in this quarter.
Middleton is simply a very versatile and dangerous offensive player. He's clever at using the pull-up jumper in the right spots to balance out his shot-making repertoire.
Now, here's Wade. He's got 13. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A shot by Middleton, wide open. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 3 assists in the game. Kicks it to Wade. Whiteside, a screen on Brogdon. Wade to stop the run, and the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Hassan Whiteside.
Good job putting the pass in front of him, throwing it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
Bledsoe dishes to Teletovic. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And Clark, we saw this a bit last season. When a team is up and it's garbage time, are there unwritten rules as far as shooting or scoring go?
Yeah, I think you always want to play within the spirit of the game, the spirit of the rules, the respect of the game, and the respect of your opponent. So to me, that should be, you try to always do what's right and just and fair at all times. And late game situations create an environment where you want to always take the high road and play the game with a honoring attitude towards your opponents and the game.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Adebayo is checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Richardson. And Ellington is subbed in for Goran Dragic. Here's Adebayo. It's deflected. Snell kicks to Maker. Shoots over Winslow. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Johnson outside. Back to Wade. Johnson kicks to Ellington. Shoots the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Ellington's got 5 now.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for him.
Now here's Parker. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Ellington kicks to Winslow. Parker with the steal. Maker passes to Dellavedova. There's a good screen. Nobody near Parker. And it's Parker again missing.
And, you know, Kevin, that's what they want. An uncontested look from the perimeter. Sadly, they came up short on that possession.
It's stolen by Maker. He feeds it to Dellavedova. Here's Snell. He's got 10. He kicks to Teletovic. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Teletovic. And a look here at the shot chart for the Bucks.
The saying is live by the 3 and die by the 3, and they are living quite comfortably, I might add, out there. You almost expect every chance they hoist up to find its way through the netting. Right now, they are opening up a lot of chances inside as the defense has to respect them when they step up to the line from deep.
Now the feed to Wade. The dish to Johnson. Back to Wade. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Wade's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And how about Wade going hard to the cup there, using his strength and athleticism to get past the defense.
Here's Dellavedova. That one doesn't go. Good D by Johnson. The Heat trail by 7. Feeds it to Ellington. Passes to Adebayo. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Winslow's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here is Dellavedova. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. 5 to shoot. Here's Parker. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
Frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Ellington dishes to Wade. Got it. Good job in the low post. Wade's got 17 now.
Wade is an exceptional player, an efficient scorer who can score in bunches.
They set the pick. Dellavedova kicks to Parker. Off the pick. And the dunk by Parker.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points. The Bucks #1.
Yeah, I mean, their defense has been really good, and it's led to a lot of easy opportunities on offense. Creating points off turnovers has been key.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Man, the confidence and flair that Wade plays with, uniquely his own. A dynamite 2-guard who is also a clutch performer.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Both free throws good from Wade. Bucks leading by 5. Antetokounmpo passes to Parker. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Here's Maker. No good off the back of the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Ellington kicks to Wade. On the wing, Winslow. Johnson against Parker. Johnson's shot is off. Milwaukee is gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. 3-pointers. Snell. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
In a tough league like the NBA, here's where Miami sits right now in the league rankings.
And talking about the shot blocking ability, you love that mentality. No shot goes unchallenged around the rim. They make sure of that. You have to earn everything you get on the inside.
The Heat making a switch here. Waiters is checked in. Here's Waiters. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And Waiters kicks to Winslow. In the corner, it's Ellington. And he's good on the 3-ball. Ellington's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Heat. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Inside, there's Snell. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Snell's got 12.
Phenomenal court vision by Parker. He really has all the tools to be a great player in this league.
Pass to Adebayo. It's stolen by Maker. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Dellavedova. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Dellavedova is used to keeping his focus on the rim and doesn't pay any attention to the defense.
Ellington with it. He's got 8. Johnson outside. They set the screen. There's Winslow. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. The new process is making for quicker turnarounds, I think.
No basket.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hands.
Yeah, and even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So good call, fellas.
And so it's Milwaukee in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
We're doing the right thing on offense, and we're doing the right thing on defense. Come on, stay with it.
And Jason Kidd happy with what he's seeing out there, just wants to keep seeing more of it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's good to put the teaching aside for a bit. Let your guys know, look, job well done.
3 quarters in the books, folks. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back as we get going. Winslow and Olynyk fill up the forward spots. Wayne Ellington is out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Adebayo in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Here is Ellington. After the basket by Milwaukee, here's Olynyk. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Here's Maker. He dishes it to Dellavedova. Stolen by Winslow. Waiters passes to Ellington. On the wing, Winslow. And a miss there on the triple. Milwaukee leading by 10. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's his first foul. The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. And then for Milwaukee, Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Tony Snell. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Brogdon. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And, you know, even though they're up, he's been off his game this quarter, having trouble finding the basket.
Screen by Olynyk. Nice job coming off that screen. And that's now 6 points for Justice Winslow.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Maker, no one around him, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists in the game. They set the pick. There's the pass to Adebayo. Dishes to Winslow. And it's Winslow slamming it down.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
And the Bucks with possession here. The Heat getting the bucket. Antetokounmpo dishes to Bledsoe. Another shot. Rebound by the Heat. Olynyk's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's Dragic off the drive. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Dragic. A different look for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Adebayo. And it's Richardson in for Justice Winslow. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez comes in for Thon Maker. And Middleton subbed in for Jabari Parker. Both free throws good from Dragic.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Now here's Dragic following the miss by Brook Lopez. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
2 shots. Foul. 2. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Dragic against Bledsoe. Lopez a screen. Middleton for 3. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Dragic.
Well, they left it until the 4th quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Now here's Brogdon. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback. 8 points for Brook Lopez.
And I think they're winning because of him. I mean, he's hitting a lot of his shots right now.
Dragic kicks to Olynyk. Right side a screen. There's the pick. The score now all even. Richardson's got 5 points now this quarter.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And stolen by Richardson. Outside Dragic. Pass to Waiters. Olynyk in the corner. And again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, listen, if you're 7 foot and can shoot threes, there's a place for you in today's NBA. Olynyk has that rare combination.
Now here's Bledsoe. Lopez a screen. Here's Antetokounmpo. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Antetokounmpo's got 22 points.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Here's the screen. Dragic the pass to Waiters. Over Bledsoe. Second shot opportunity. That shot no good. Good D by Lopez. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Antetokounmpo kicks to Brogdon. Bledsoe right side for the 3.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Kicks to Richardson. Olynyk has the open look. No good on the triple. The Bucks trail. The shot by Brogdon wide open. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Richardson up top. Defended by Middleton. Olynyk against Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Richardson. Miami no good on that time either. Bucks shooting in the 4th quarter not pretty, down around 29%. Bledsoe left side. Baseline jumper. And he hits the jump shot. And the Bucks lead by 1. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry
for the win.
Lopez with the block.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
Passes it to Brogdon. Over Waiters. Tries again, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And we all know Brook Lopez can score in the post, and he might be just as valuable working from the elbow and running in that pick and pop action.
That's good from Brook Lopez. And Brook Lopez with the ability to face up and Greg post up.
High post or low. I mean, his passing and shooting ability give him that versatility. He is a load to handle for defense.
Wade, he's checked in for the Heat. He hits one and misses one each at the line.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Back to Dragic. Trying to get back on track. It's good. Dragic has got the game tied up here for the Heat.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's the screen. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Middleton, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. It's slowly becoming a problem.
The Heat have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Wade kicks to Dragic. Kicks it out to Richardson. And not sure what he was thinking there. Milwaukee's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Dragic against Bledsoe. Rejected by Dragic. Wade against Brogdon. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. They're running. Middleton for 3, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 4 assists in the game. Wade outside. Whiteside kicks to Richardson. Back to Whiteside. Second shot opportunity. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That's on Brook Lopez.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
And, you know, normally when you look at a guy like Whiteside with the field goal percentage and all, you'd think it's all about dunks. But I tell you what, he's improved his entire repertoire of scoring options near the rim. And now he's even showing that he can step out and knock down that little face-up 15-footer.
One shot.
And that one misses. Whiteside earlier in his career didn't have as many options to score, but Greg, he's been very conscious of keeping that improvement of his game, and especially on the offensive end.
And Whiteside has been self-motivated since he's come back to the NBA. He's got the great length. He gets the hooks. He's got that baby hook up over the defenders, the soft shooting touch, and he just continues to improve offensively, all the while still being a force on the defensive side of the floor.
Now here's Dragic following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Olynyk sets a screen for Dragic. He feeds it to Olynyk, launches a 3, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Now it's a 4-point Heat lead.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
And Middleton kicks to Lopez. Outside for Bledsoe. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Heat shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Dragic kicks to Wade. Back to Dragic. The feed to Richardson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Brogdon. They get it back. Trying to get open is Lopez. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
You know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Milwaukee has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Bledsoe against Dragic. Bledsoe outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
And it's really a tale of 2 quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Cranes the 3-pointer. Richardson's got 11 in the second half.
And, you know, guys, Wade is a terrific teammate, always willing to give up the ball and share the sugar, if you will, especially when his teammate is wide open.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're down by 4. 1:56 left in the 4th quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Hassan Whiteside.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
Waiters, he's checked in from Miami. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
All right, David, thanks. Now here's Dragic, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
Olynyk against Antetokounmpo. Outside for Bledsoe. Brogdon a screen on Dragic. Pass to Brogdon. Lopez a screen. Goes back up. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And here's Miami. They're on a 14-6 run. Richardson, good.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
You know, they seem to be on the same page out there, Greg. I mean, definitely the momentum is with them. Like that execution, Kevin, a successful possession leading to a high percentage basket.
Waiters against Brogdon. And Waiters kicks to Olynyk. Back to Waiters. Out left to the wing. Down low. Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
And that's what you want to do. I mean, you can't let the opposition off the hook here. I mean, you've got to keep adding to that lead.
To the middle. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Antetokounmpo. And so they foul intentionally. .34 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And so it's Milwaukee with it. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No good from Bledsoe. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Dragic kicks to Olynyk to the left side wing. The dish now to Dragic. And so it's the Heat winning this one, some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Well, Dwayne, you won the game, but you lost the rebounding battle. How did you overcome that?
I don't know. You know, we have a knack for finding a way to win, and we've always had that here. You know, we got to do a better job. You know, we can't get out-rebounded like that and expect to win, so we got to figure it out.
Sure, you'll be working on it. Thanks, Dwayne. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.